classic metal wrap-up show. Feel the rush, let the loudness grow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show.
Ozone summer, ozone sweat, blazing in the morning.
And that was Thin Lizzy, exclusively here on your Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. And Aiken and Neely don't think that Thin Lizzy rocks, but I think that me and my co-host, Angry Andrew, do, don't you, Andrew?
Yes, that would be correct.
And I could understand, again, I was explaining to you, I think if they just go off a couple of radio hits, they could not see the heaviness of Thin Lizzy. But when you watch the live shows, particularly in the late 70s, early 80s, if you don't like just guitar dominant, good kick your ass rock and roll, I don't know. I don't know what they're listening to. That particular album is my favorite because of obviously the work, guitar work there. But, I enjoy a lot of Phil Lynot's music. So, and so we'll get to my brother and Mr. Aiken here in just a minute, because, well, we have some video to dissect of their nonsense as well. But, I think we should start over here. Well, first we'll move this like this, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna make everything happen here. I have to try to be Mr. Producer Guy and Mr. Host here. So we're gonna give you guys something here that there's some news we're going to go over, some stuff that's popped up on my radar, my social media radar that Neely fails to ever acknowledge because he's not in social media. Unless it's on his homepage, what do they call it? Locals, the locals page. You got to be on my locals page. If you're not on the locals page, toots, you're not going to hear from me, So we'll go over a few news items that are popping up here and there that are interesting to take a look at. They're totally random. I couldn't even get them in sequence. I just offloaded them from the emails, but they're in here. We'll just go one at a time. Guys, you know who this is. Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Move that like that. Oh, hold on. I need this. Get that out. We're going to make that the right size so everybody can see this properly here. There is the man, the Neely of the West Coast, as they say in the biz, right? And he's posted on Talk Dirty to Me, which is a group on Facebook. Single looking Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon area. And he puts was that how I went ahead in one of his groups and posted myself in one of them just so I can compete with Mr. Crenshaw and we can see who gets the better fish on the line. If you know
I mean, you would be in that same area too, that you could steal the ladies away from a Dan Crenshaw.
A bunch of guys in their 40s and 50s playing rock and roll, trying to get some sugar toots, But I still think he'll have more success than Neely would. I think so.
Well, Neely wouldn't be looking for anybody that was age appropriate. His dating websites would be kind of concerning.
Oh, are you highly suggesting that he might only be interested in a certain
19-year-old girl?
Yep. Well, he was sticking up for old Greenbaum, so
jockey around.
That's having Greenbaum into a jockey around.
Rock and rollers everywhere.
Thank you for chiming in, Wendell. And then, so we go back over here. We got Phil and Tracy. Nobody does this job because it's easy. We do it because we thought it was easy.
Okay.
Do they even look like they're in the same band though when they're dressed like that?
Well, no. And also that shirt looks very weird on Tracy there.
Yeah, I almost want to replace that with our show logo and ship it to him. Probably end up in a trash can though,
Probably.
And then Christy Crass Majors is office for the year working on a new solo album, Thrill Kills. Pretty interesting. Huh? So we'll see what that sounds like compared to what the old PBF. He should put a picture of Summers right there on the screen there. With a bald one, he has no wig on. I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if you like the Slash Blues stuff that he was doing back in the day, but he put those guys back together and is, you
Oh,
know,
nice.
I didn't realize he even did that last year, a couple years ago. I had no clue. I don't remember anyone saying that, but it just escaped my radar. Apparently, I wasn't paying attention, you know?
Yeah, something for your radar there.
This was their latest promo pick. Phil
Oh.
didn't last too long. He still kind of has the Tracy giving you this what he thinks of the wrap up show, guys. We'll get into some more about them here in just a minute. And this was left over because Bob Leather always needs to see one of one of these guys once in a while. You know, he's big fan. I was commenting on the Trunk Nation Facebook, whatever, one of the fucking trunk pages on Facebook, and the guy was saying how bad Kelly Keegy is the one who, when he saw Night Ranger, is this vocally struggling, which is something I noticed on the last couple of years of videos, and it really does sound like we need to contact Kelly and offer a super poly grip endorsement or something to get those babies locked in a little tighter. The S's are pretty slurry and there's chomping going around, I think, mid-song.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Sister Chris. We might have to review video of that. It's off to get some up.
Sister Christian all the time.
It's a rough one. He definitely has got marbles and stuff going on in his mouth. So Jack still in great shape and sounding fine, and Kelly plays the drums fine. It was just the vocals were a little. He's 70-something years old, and it's showing. So,
Yeah.
but Bradley G still got the bag packed, Bobby Leather, so he's ready to come out anytime to Florida for a visit and do some guitar tracks
Ready
for you.
to rock and a roll.
Here's one, Jeff Scott Soto, blowing up Chili with the Ripper Owens in there. Yep. So the Rip and Soto getting down in South America. Here's Crenshaw again. Great open jam on Tuesdays. Billy Blues hosted by
That looks like a picture that would come up in a courtroom with a young girl on the stand crying.
Or I just think this is him looking up in the stands at Neely saying, look what I could do on stage, boy.
Mhm.
Nikki Sixx claims that the band was in rehearsal. It was going great. Hearing test in progress. Do not disturb. Do you think, how much rehearsal do you think Nikki Sixx does?
None.
You think he has to practice a lot to make sure he's at least looks like he's playing to some of the trackage that's going on?
I mean, he might have to mime it in front of a mirror or something, but I don't really.
Hearing test in progress. Aren't they all deaf by now? Don't you think that Tommy, him, and I mean, they probably have to yell at each other to fucking hear anything.
Probably.
Oh gosh, it's just funny the things he posts. He's a funny follow. Here's Vince. The fucking you're getting isn't worth the fucking you're getting. Some wise words by Vince. That's probably the motto that Neely lives by. The fucking you're getting isn't worth the fucking that you're getting, Andrew, you know?
Yeah.
But as you can see, this is, Vince back in Tequila Days, whatever that album came out. Recently, Carlos had a big birthday, so we want to say happy birthday to Carlos, and who should get his job back right here.
I think he should get his job back right there. And they should toss that other thumb right out on his ass.
And I think Rudy, what you should go to Regina and say, hey, it's been great little run here, but we got to solidify this just a hair more. And you can either have me and Carlos or not at all, sugar. And she can decide. And then, because if he walked out the door with Carlos and got a different singer and drummer and had their own riot experience, we'd all be going to that and fuck on off Grossi and whatever's going on the other side. So I'm not saying, Grossi, you can't have a job. I'm saying go back to being the wig tech and the roadie.
Yeah, the management guy. You already work for the management company. You got a job. Just do that.
Yeah, do the tour management.
Yeah, nobody needs to see you. Trust me, nobody needs to see you.
Or double guitar it, but let Carlos back in the fold, my man. So
yes, yeah.
people always talking trash about Roth, and that might be true about his vocals and stuff, but he does occasionally do something that's kind of cool. Taylor brought me on his bus last week in Milwaukee before a show. As a lifelong Van Halen fan, never imagined this happened. Walked up the stairs and around the corner. He was standing there, posed, arms wide, huge smile on his face. What an incredible experience. Signed his shit, gave him a photo. He will not as much of a D as they claim that DLR can be.
Yeah.
Here's that time that I had to do the roadie gig in Texas. I rarely talk about in the 90s. Unknown artist, David Kay and the Knights. And so I went out and did a little roadie, and for a little strange guy, and looking back now at the photo, I understand why Janet Reno and them want to talk to me about my activities out there. But it was just a simple roadie gig. It was $75 a night, Andrew. That was good money in the early 90s. So,
oh yeah.
We have some more figurines we have to show you guys, and this is going to be one that definitely is going to hit the market and will probably sell it like hotcakes, and probably in no time would have Eddie signing these with a Sharpie at his own meet and greets and book signings and speaking engagements. And he's definitely got the trash can and the classic metal show to throw it away in, which we all know.
Throw out action right there. The trunkster, throw out action.
Yep. I love the UFO shirt on him too. That's perfect. And then we also have Rally Ready Neely. This is a new limited edition. This is exclusively for Pinball PA.
There's a secondary accessory. You can guess what that is. It's behind. It's packaged behind the figurine. For the FCC. You have to go sell it with that other piece of costuming out in the open.
So make sure you hit Pinball PA and ask Aiken and the boys if they got the Rally Ready in stock.
Figure. Yeah.
Stock. Will Smith, Trunk's buddy, won't quit. Has no quit. Old friends, but no wife. She threw me out of the house for cheating on her, and that's when I turned into a loser divorce piece of shit. I love how he sprinkles some truth in there and then just goes real far at the end. There's a loser divorce piece of shit in Vegas. If that's his wife, he wasn't doing bad for this. Baby girl, you might want to ditch him and call up evil. Shit, this motherfucker's I'm a joke. He's a sick boy. What are you doing? You get half his loot, girl. Just take half. Get the fucking beach house in Jersey and call it good. And tell him to stay in Vegas. And then he posts, reminds me of a time when I didn't use Viagra. Hey, Will Smith, whoever you are.
You know who else would treat his wife better than he does?
Who's that?
This guy right here on this shirt. This guy.
Oh, Sweepy Sweeperson at the Arcada Theater. Another shirt, ladies and gentlemen, that you can get your hands on through us if you want to make contact, and or you can have the original classic metal wrap-up show T-shirt. But definitely Eddie's not making a friend with Will Smith, whoever this person is.
I want it to actually be like Will Smith, like
like Jada Pinkett Will Smith.
Yeah.
He then posted a link to I know everyone in that band, rock stars who can't stand Eddie Trunk. Put a little clip together there. So,
I've actually seen that video. Yeah,
he's really he's digging in on this whole multiple mistresses named Jen and STDs and cheating on his wife thing. Whew, Eddie, I'm sorry, buddy. You made an enemy out of that guy, whoever that guy is. It might be one of those Jens that got scorned. Is what I'm thinking. It's a fake profile. Yeah. Then this popped up. Carrot Top is facing explosive legal allegations after singer Amanda Marie McClure accused the comedian of sending her unsolicited explicit video and inappropriate messages despite her asking him to stop. And he was on the Trunk show not long ago. He's buddies with Trunk in Vegas.
What is her name there? We're going to look
up. Let's
do an age check.
Yeah, let's check out what she looks like too. Amanda Marie McClure.
Amanda
Marie McClure. McClure. So the top over here was going over the top with some inappropriate stuff. And, you know, when the lady says stop, it's probably time to.
I am not finding. Hold on, let me.
A singer. Maybe it's just Amanda McClure. I don't know. I don't know why they've given her the 3-name routine. They usually reserve that for the Lee Harvey Oswalds and stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that comes up is this Carrot Top story.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe she's some singer in Vegas or something. Maybe she's one of Eddie's friends.
And it's saying that link is no longer available too. So
Yeah, who knows? So maybe he yeah,
that is
maybe the top went out there legally and said, "Can you please take that down? Thank you very much."
yeah, maybe
Recently when Andrew said he had no longer had any of the hold on, go back. Any of the Ovenmitts era Queensryche, this appeared in his peephole of his door in Oklahoma. A man was trying to knock, but you couldn't hear the knock very well because he had the mitts on.
yeah.
So just saying, you might want to get the couple albums he appears on back in your collection. Maybe I would suggest we reach out to him and say, "Will you autograph these for me, Mitts?" And have him signed up. Cut Kelly of Mitts
Well,
Gray.
he had a few tracks on the one greatest hits set, the 2-disc one, and then like the myth stuff was on there too. So I think that sufficed enough.
Yeah, if you flash that to him at least and show him that you had that he's
This
on.
is what I seen. I went and I flashed that CD, and then like I seen through the mitt. He walked away.
Just the thumb of the mitt. Yeah, well, he's kind of like Candyman. He just shows up in the middle of the night to people's Queensryche collections that don't have his additions to his contributions.
You have to at least have something that has 3 tracks by him on it.
Yes, I mean that would be because he has at least 3. Good
he's
songs.
not unreasonable. He just wants to.
No. Yes, well, I mean, he want it in his mind. It should be DeGarmo, Wilton, Mitts. It should be a 3, like a Leonard Skinner type of lineup. So, Phil, despite my strong inklings and so many others, he did go back to this look again with even more. This is different from the blue suit. This is a different pinstripe ensemble he's put together. But so you'll get a little look at this thing going on here. And his guitar player with the striped socks still. And so but then he did have another night where he may have
weird. Oh my God. Not even Tracy with the fucking okay. Is that not like something more so that you would expect a female to wear?
Yeah, I mean, as a man, I wouldn't walk around with those socks on. No, if I'm wearing them in the wintertime under my sweats or something, and you can't see them and they're warm, that might be a different story.
They're warm. That's one thing, but like to show them and like that, it's more so like something that a female would wear with like a fucking skirt or some shit,
or some fucking 14-year-old kid, regardless, not a 65 to 70-year-old guy on guitar. So. Just a pair of black jeans, Tracy. Why? And the red Nikes are fine. Just put a pair of black jeans and your black tank top on, and you're good, bro. I don't know what's going on there. This is weird too, though. And then watch. There was a couple shows where I think he did heed Evil's advice. Well, this is another one of that because this just completely makes my eyes go, "What the hell am I looking at?"
What's that group from the '90s that tried to like revise swing or revive swing music? They had like that song. Zoot Suit Riot, you know what I'm talking about?
Squirrel Nut Zippers, or I don't know, one of those bands, something like that.
But that more so looks like what Phil would be in.
Pimp Daddy Zoot Suit Riots and stuff, right? Yeah. I don't know. There's some weird stuff. Yeah, there was a moment there where that was going on.
So we don't do the Aiken and Neely. Yeah. But continue while you're doing that. And
yes. So Philip Lewis posted the Mount Rushmore of LA Guns, but it's just him and Tracy with the new guys. So I had to reply with here's where he did wear something that probably Evil would have suggested. See, this is just the black on the black on the black. I mean, now it's a little bit at least more. That is way more at least LA Guns to me than what was going on with the car salesman suit. Not to mention, it's got, I don't know where this
got an answer.
Yes, go ahead.
So the group was called the Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
Daddies, there you go. Okay. Yeah, they were in that at that same. That's like 90. What were you? 94, 97. Oh, a little bit later. Okay, that was 94, 95. And then so I answered back with this as a comment to
Classic
Phil.
lineup.
The
Yeah, of
real
course.
LA Guns, the ones that I knew on the albums. I thought, Nichols and Mick Cripps, hey, and especially this guy had as many years as all of y'all, really,
That's true.
over here on the drums. So,
And Phil originally sided with him in this split, and then got stolen back
um,
by Tracy later on, and that it really
by
even
money,
hasn't been that
by
long,
money.
was it? That's only been
No,
like what, like 5 or 6 years?
I would say maybe more like 8, but yeah, it's been a minute. But it's not, because I think Riley's already been gone for 2 or 3 years, right? So,
Yeah.
um, either way, I just thought this is the more you should have made them. You don't need the other guys that we don't know who are in your current lineup. You need the guys that made the records we all know. At least the first 2 or 3 that we all
Or
heard.
Mount Rushmore, yeah. Nobody's saying that your lineup is
Isn't good, but that's not the Mount Rushmore of LA Guns, was my point.
yeah.
Um,
Uh-oh. Oh.
Neely, he's looking right at it going, where are you, Neely? Not here, not with Lita, but he is. He's on the red carpet with Neely, with Lita too.
Yeah, that's good that he's nice
Um,
to know because Don talks shit. Oh, here we go.
Another wonderful human being that's been posting all about
I
himself
gladly
lately.
responded to him on a post that this original picture came from.
Mm-hmm. And well, I mean, if the photo says what I think of this guy, so and what he's up to, so we'll just leave it at that. I mean, he can go read his posts. I don't even want to give him the fucking credit he's gonna want by people reading his nonsense.
Yeah, I
Again,
can tell you pretty much what I said to him. To
mhm.
sum it up, I'm not going to read the whole thing because then I'd have to go find it. I pretty much told him, um, you can take your fake humility and shove it up your ass because at the end of the day, you're just a narcissistic fucking prick and a fucking loser.
Pretty much.
It was more lengthy and in detail than that, but that's the Cliff Notes version.
And he's not the caliber of musician to ever work with an Ovenmitts, I could tell you that much, or a Mr. Gaines, or
Or,
the guy in the voodoo hat, the Sarzo in the voodoo hat,
or on a realistic
and
level, Rudy.
Simple Simon
Even
played
though
with
I guess
AC/DC.
yeah, we probably can't say that because I mean Rudy is playing with fucking jizz right now. That's not anything to write home about.
But they should have never ever gotten rid of Simple Simon behind the kit. He was holding it down appropriately.
He
They
was.
did have this lineup though as well, which Ovenmitts was a part of. It was with our dear friend Bobby B on the kit, the real Bobby B.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the three bald were like the three tenors, like three baldies or whatever. They were trying to do the group bald look during this period. But I'm glad the Mitts always went in and represented himself appropriately. Neely recently rode the docking bike to Yellowstone and had a mishap, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, he had his helmet on. I didn't realize the bison was going to get that close to me. I was trying to take a photo with my phone. And, whew. So you'll see that in the news recently. But just, oh, man, brother
That's not
Webb.
the only airborne mishap that Neely's had, as you will see later in the show.
Oh, yes, that's true. We're going to have to show you a couple of other videos that have been in the family files of Father Dayton slipped to me, and we're going to show you guys here a little bit. So that was some of the news items there, I believe. Let's see, I've got everything covered there. Looks like it. We're going to go back over here. Now, another thing that popped up recently was some details from last night's show that well, Jackal, Love Removable, She Is My Favorite by the band ever. I had KFC. This is J-Rad. You guys all know the J-Rad. I had KFC today. Popcorn, Chicky was me farty. And then Jack, I love KFC. Now, my source that supplies these things to me says, I think he's said before that he's mentioned this before. He has an affinity with the KFC. So I said, well, we're going to have to take a long look at what would he do for his KFC. I mean, where would this start? This would probably start right here. Him and Wendell in the car getting a little bowl of the KFC over the road, right? And you guys are going to say, and I'm going to say, this is them. This is Jackal and Wendell at the KFC, probably somewhere in Ohio, right? I mean, doing a cruise. We probably met up somewhere in between. Maybe Wendell was in
on his
town
way
for a
to
Dawkins show.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
All right, and then here they are sharing a biscuit on the blanket in the park. That's very sweet.
How nice.
Yeah. And then here they are having the mac and cheese over some candlelight over the moonlight in the park by the. And the mac and cheese is good. That's my favorite though, at KFC.
Mac and cheese is
That's probably why I look like I look. Yeah. And then, well, now they got the buckets on their head. I think the bucket head of GNR would be very proud of this photo. The buckets are spawning, so to speak. So, but the way they're holding hands looks like they're staring into each other's eyes. And I think that this is probably. Yeah.
Go ahead. Just keep talking about before you change pictures.
I was going to say, I think that there is an exchange here where Neely plays Jackie's songs, make sure Jackie's song requests get, the most on-air love. And I think that in return, Jackie and him, he gets the free KFC with dinners with Jackie.
When he goes.
So, yep. And then, well, now they've gone a little farther, ladies and gentlemen, and this was where.
This sums up this picture because it finally happened after all these years.
This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other. Until I kiss you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too. By the look in your eye.
They both have rings on. Maybe they're engaged.
Yeah.
Softer than the summer night.
Do you think Shelly's going to be heartbroken?
She sure is.
Whoa, no, this is a magic
Boy, that took a turn.
That got a real magic moment.
You can see right there in Jackal's eyes that the noise he was making at that time sounded a little something like, actually, it sounded, Sabotage Hall of the Mountain King?
Yes.
All people heard in the distance was like,
could you imagine being a bullfrog sticking your head up out of the water up there? I mean, whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
Just to let out one. To see that shit.
These guys got buckets on their head. Pete, keep swimming.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. And then here they are afterwards, having a little quiet time, a little smoke sesh to cool off after Jackie looks very, very happy.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's smitten.
He's Jackie, you love your KFC, don't you, pal? All right.
That's two Capricorns right there. What a perfect match.
Absolutely.
Since we do nothing but fail with women, Wendell, I think we know the truth.
All right, ladies and gents, we're going to take a quick break here, and you guys are going to see a little more found footage of my brother Wendell in a race in London. He loves the soapbox races. For a couple of years, he entered the soapbox races, and well, almost on every single occasion, it turned out with disastrous results. So we're going to give you another one of those here now, and then later we're going to show you some found footage of one of my brother's trips to go to Germany to see Dawkins. So, and what happened on that excursion. So we will be back in just a minute with the CMS Wrap Up Show. All right.
This looks like it's going to be difficult to control already. It's wobbling all over the place. You might need to let go of the brakes. Oh, it's just nearly gone then, look. Every time he starts to open it up a little bit, it starts to wobble. Here's the first one. The Marquis steps. Oh, he's got nose over. He went nose first. Over we go. And that's the end of the soapbox.
Raise your horns.